So, now one of two things is happening. Now that we beat the Cardinals, people want to jump on the bandwagon. They want to get on and be like, oh yeah, I knew you guys were good. I knew you guys still had it in you. I knew you guys were still, the team. Or number two, they're trying to jinx us. Because I think Carton, now that I think about Craig Carton, he talked positive about us. I think he's trying to jinx us so we lose. But everyone else, man, they're trying to join the bandwagon. Which, listen. I understand you guys jumped off the bandwagon. While I was sitting here on YouTube making videos non-stop on live stream, 4 hours at a time, talking about how we'll be fine. Making videos on this shit. I have like 6 videos on why we should still remain optimistic. Why we'll be fine. Why we'll still win the Super Bowl. People laughed at me. Oh yeah, the Bengals gonna go win the Super Bowl. Have you seen the season? Everyone laughed at me. Everyone said, oh, there's 0% chance. Listen, if you want to join the bandwagon now, it is what it is. But, come on now. This is what Pat McAfee had to say.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals, don't look now, might be on a run.
That's right.
Obviously, this past weekend, Jamar Chase came into his own. He said, I'm always open. He said the word, though.
Yes.
I'm always open. Well, he had 3 touchdowns. He's all the way back. Joe Burrow was picking people apart. Now, we're seeing videos from Joe Burrow at practice. Hey, he's dancing around on one leg. Look at this. Yeah. Oh! Just a few weeks ago, we were watching him walk across a highway to get to practice because that's how Cincinnati does it. Go from your facility, walk across a highway, go into your facility to practice. All humans, media, and everybody will have cameras while you're walking across the highway to see how your gait is, to see how hurt your calf is, because there's people betting on whether or not you're going to play and if you're going to play well. So we were watching his gait just a few weeks ago. He looked very stiff. And then we saw him play on the football field. He looked real bad. Now, is that because he hadn't practiced? Is that because his calf was bad? Is that because defenses knew he couldn't move? Well, it looks like he's able to move. He's just coming off his best game. And here's how Joe Burrow talked about his calf injury and how he's feeling at a press conference yesterday.
Is this probably as close to 100% you felt since going back to before training camp started?
By far, yeah. By far.
How big of a difference does that make mentally as you get ready for game week in terms of being able to just maybe practice movements or just do whatever you want to do and feel, knowing you feel that good?
Yeah, I think it doesn't really change your prep very much. However you're feeling going into that week, you're going to play around that, and that's how you're going to practice. So just adds an element to my game.
When you woke up the next morning from the game, was it encouraging how good you felt when you woke up after exerting as much as you did?
Yeah, it was. And I felt that way last week, too, after the game. It felt good after last week, so we're just getting better and better.
Hey,
let's go.
That's good news.
Huge news.
Again, we knew that was going to happen. We knew Joe would be back eventually. We knew this team would be back to being the team that we thought they were going into the season. But yet, the media, and Pat McAfee is a good example of this, sat there on their shows and did doom and gloom about our team. All these media sources did. Oh, the Bengals are done. Bengals have 0 chance. Joe Burrow, got paid. It wasn't worth it. All this nonsense. I'm not saying that Pat McAfee said that exact thing, but I'm saying that I'm just reiterating all the media, right? Now that we're successful, now that we beat the Cardinals, they want to sit there and, oh yeah, we knew it. We knew they were going to do it. We knew this Bengals squad was the Bengals that we thought going into this season. We remember. We remember all the crap talk. Listen, we appreciate the support now. We do appreciate the support now. But Tyler Boyd said it best. Tyler Boyd said after we lost to the Titans, he said, everyone wants to jump off the bandwagon now, but then when we become successful and we get it going and we start looking okay again, everyone wants to jump right back on that bandwagon. Everyone wants to be, oh, yep, because they don't want to be with us when we're at our lowest. Listen, the last couple of weeks of this season, we were at our lowest of the season. Period. Lowest of a long time, I would say. I'd say since 2020 when 2020 when we lost Joe. And yeah, it sucked. It did. You know, going out every single week, seeing your team lose, seeing your team get beat, knowing that, you know, this offense wasn't getting going, nothing was working. But at the same time, you got to support your team. You got to sit there and, you know, have confidence that your team's going to turn it around. And that's what we did. Well, everyone else said, it's over, it's not going to happen, it's, you know, ha ha ha. Everyone else said the Ravens were going to take over the division. The Ravens were going to be the best team in the league. The Steelers were going to do great. The Browns were going to do great. You doubted us. You doubted us and you said we couldn't do it. And now you're trying to eat the cake we're trying to eat now because we are doing it. Now, again, like I said, at the same time, I don't want to be over cocky or over arrogant. Can we beat the Arizona Cardinals, okay? We look great. That's awesome. But we can't be, you know, over humble here. Because if we're over humble, we're going to get humbled by, you know, the next team we play, which again is the Seattle Seahawks. And we have to keep in mind that this game upcoming, that's why I said in a way it's like they're trying to jinx us, because this game upcoming is a very tough game. The Seattle Seahawks are 3-1. Well, right now, it might feel like we're great. It might feel like we're the best. We're the top of the world. We cannot use that as a way to fall back into a losing pattern. And that's the only thing I will say from all of this. That, well, yes, I'm happy we're successful. I'm happy we beat the Arizona Cardinals. I'm happy to look good. But do not use that as a way to forget what we're doing this season. Well, yes, we are on a path of success and we just started it. Remember that do not let anything get in your way. And by being cocky, arrogant, and being like, oh yeah, well this, can't do that. Because just as success will be given, success can be taken. And we cannot let that happen. So every single game is still a must-win game. Every single game, we're not playing anyone who is worse than us. We are playing even competition, or they might be better than us. And that's okay. We are the underdog going in every single game. I know right now Vegas has the Seahawks as the underdog in this game. I don't care what Vegas says. We are the underdog. Because we're going to go in that game like it's our last game. Like it's a playoff game. Like it's a Super Bowl. And we're going to get that W. We're going to go 3-3 into our bye week. Out of our bye week, we play the 49ers. Super Bowl. It's our last game of the season. Then the Steelers. Bills. Super Bowl. Last game of the season. Steelers, last game of the season. I don't care, you know, what happens after that, right? We can't look at after that because you got to look at one game ahead of you and that's it. And that's why I will say that in all this media, good job. You joined the bandwagon now. But Bengals, do not use this as a way to think, oh yeah, we're him. We got this. We're so good. We're so good. No. You're so good when there's triple zeros on the clock in February and you're holding up the Lombardi Trophy and Joe Burrow is looking at it. That is when you're so good. That is when you're so good. Not right now. Not, listen, you win the rest of the season and you win every single game. No. You win every single playoff game. No. Once you hold that Lombardi Trophy up and you finish this and you bring a trophy home to the Queen City, that is when you're good. Nothing else matters at this point. Okay? Nothing else matters. Every game from now on is not you're so good. Every single game is a part of the process you need to get that Lombardi. And it doesn't matter, oh, we win by 60 points, we won by 20 points, won by 5 points. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many you win by. Got to get the job done. So, shout out to Pat McAfee. Shout out to, I never thought I'd say this, Craig Carton for being on the bandwagon. Welcome. Welcome to the bandwagon. Because the next stop of this bandwagon is the Super Bowl. And we're going to get it done. But you know what? It's going to take every single one of us. Thank you guys for watching. Who they? Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody.